that makes sense. And like, honestly, when the 2020 lockdown happened, I nearly lost the channel. I had been at the channel for 8 years without getting paid, working without getting paid. That's why, and I truly appreciate it, that Jesus Kaleha came out to apologize to me and said that I don't do this for money, you know? And Schrodinger's cat also apologized to me publicly, knowing that I refused to go on the most famous podcast, which is Jordy Wilde's, because I didn't want to appear again with Carl's after everything we had discovered about Carl's and all that.
One question before you go on. What's been found out about Carl's? I'm pretty out of the loop.
I won't discuss that. Anyone interested can look into it. But we found that some of the things he was saying weren't true.
Some...
Things, I'm telling you, some...
The bastard's taken so many shots that Nico's already shaking. Honestly, he's another agent. I think he was an agent of everything in the Matrix to confuse as well. That's where we are right now.
I began noticing things like him hanging out with people connected to the Templars and that lodge vibe. I told him, Carls, I won't go near those people. I think they're shady, and I speak out against them. Of course, you know? Then you're really into the whole cryptocurrency thing. Like they say, paid subscriptions, courses, like they say also workshops and in-person events. I don't do any of that. With all due respect to those who do and make a living from it, I don't do it. I just don't. I didn't charge. I had my own job. Until last year, I worked as a mailman. I worked in construction as a mailman and as a soccer referee for 15 years.
Is it provocation, let's say?
Exactly. I did it for 8 years because I like it and because Awakening Souls made me feel proud. When they messaged me and made me feel good by saying, Enrique, I don't feel the same way now, man. It's not that they think like me. I just have the ability to change your perspective. Exactly. To make you think differently. That's why I avoid arguments and said I didn't want to come here to argue like a red pill podcast. And I tell everyone, and they know it, because I've already said it. I don't like it because it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't like imposing my view of things. I like it the way you and I do. Now that we're talking about things, each of us expressing our point of view so we can understand each other, even if we don't agree, you know? But each of us...
What if we share much more than you think, Enrique?
Absolutely. And the more we talk, the more we see it. And let me tell you mainly why not. No, I don't really get involved with those topics much.
Fear of losing the canon? Not me and...
Yes, because they've nearly taken it from me multiple times. In 2020, I had 2 strikes due to the medication. I had to do the work myself, and I'll explain the mental process I went through because it was tough for me. I had a video format, short videos where I was going all out, adding negative priming, movie clips and everything, and they demonetized everything. I spent 8 years without monetizing. In 2020, I had 2 strikes. And a third would mean a ban, which led to my own identity crisis. It wasn't bad, not like a drop in blood pressure or anything, but I, who loved the channel, would just stay in my room.
How many subscribers did you have then?
When in 2020, I'm not sure I had any.
100,000.
130,000 or 140,000 subscribers.
A big channel?
Yes, it wasn't crazy.
No, but it's big.
It's big for us and what we do. Have you...
Your YouTube plaques?
Yes, not for me. Oh, no.
None. Damn. They won't give it to me on this channel or the other. I'd have 2 channels over 100,000, but still wouldn't get them. But anyway, I won't interrupt you, just so you know.
No, but...
Thank you. I'm also an enemy of the system. They don't even give me my damn badge. I swear they don't. I wanted my badge. Dude, of course.
Yeah, man, with pride. Me too. Yeah, I never showed it or made a video, but I have it with pride. Because I said, hey, discussing my topics takes courage to hit those numbers. So, what's up? I cared deeply about my channel and put a lot of energy into the videos, even though I didn't earn any money from it. Dude, I started editing with a video that literally cost me $30. With the shipping from Germany, it took an hour and a half just to render the crappy subtitles I put in the videos. Seriously, man, what I was doing was really a calling for me. So I got to the point in 2020, and I myself, watching Oron, and seeing how they did streaming and everything, I started to rethink things and said, should I change? Or will they remove me from the platform? I can't keep saying that word, so I need to change my language. I told myself I learned from Ibai and Oron and truly thanked them. You know why? I told everyone not to speak badly about others, since we learn a lot from them, even if they don't discuss what's in their entertainment format. I love the fact that they really teach us to be authentic in front of the camera, and being in front of the camera is the best thing there is. Because honestly, the dog would poop and he didn't give a damn. he would clean up the dog's mess and keep going with the live stream. I wondered, do I need to change? So I started doing live streams and changing all the keywords. So when I did this, that's when they allowed me to stay on YouTube without any problems. And I was able to start monetizing the channel around mid-2020. So that's why I tell you, brother, that for me it was really a transition. And that whole transition is what led me to where I am now. I avoid discussing mundane topics or mentioning names since I know they'll remove me from the platform. But I'm always talking about the wealthiest people and those families. I dare to mention some last names you didn't say were off limits. I mention a few, but not in every video.
You just can't.
Of course, that's why, but every now and then, clink, clink, I drop a few. But I don't do all that, and do you know why? Because you too think about it. I'm discussing royal families committing human sacrifices. What does that make me? At the very least, even though I can't name them, because that's punishable, you know? So in the meantime, I show you a picture of one and a picture of another while I don't name them.
I get it now. You're playing it's just that, unfortunately, there's no freedom of.
Is that right, brother? That's why I'm telling you. And there are other topics. What I really focus on, and I'm telling you this from the heart, is that we should try to come together. Because as I told you, if they lock us up again, or they try to persuade people to take medication or do other unusual things, like a fake alien invasion to create a world government, whatever they come up with next, we need help from every channel, so I tried to cooperate. The same thing happened. That's why I sincerely thanked Gata de Schrodinger for apologizing and saying it wasn't for money. I declined Jordi Wild's show because I wasn't promoting myself. Jordi wanted to do the show with Mr. Tartaria, thought it was funny, and wanted to discuss the lion topic. And I told him, no problem. If you want, I can come with a PowerPoint presentation and show you everything we know with empirical evidence.
But Iru had to go too, right?
And I told him, I'll bring a colleague, whoever you want. I'll bring Iru, I'll bring, I don't know, maybe someone else. So he could choose. But he said, no, Enrique, I want the Mr. Tartaria meme. And I get it because it was the meme. And you could see it there. Do you understand how they got burned? How he was cracking up when I asked him, you know? So?
That love meme is brutal, right? You can tell he had watched Interstellar the day before.
Well, the story behind that, man, is that Jordi really told me straight up, and I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart, Jordi Guela. He treated me great. He was going to pay for all my expenses, and everything was awesome. A really cool guy, you know? He wanted more, like with Ceci Army, who invited me to the awards and planned to present me the award this year with Mr. Tartaria. I told him, no, I'm not going up there with him after what happened. I'm a good person, but I had conflicts with this person because I feel they lie and aren't honest with me. I'm not working with him anymore. I told him privately, and now I'm telling everyone. If you want, I can bring others for you to choose from and provide empirical evidence. And you'll see, we'll see it on your screen. The things we say aren't things we make up, they're things that are there. And he said, no. Understandable, because what they really wanted and what people were asking for was empirical Mickey Mouse and Mr. Tartaria. That's just how it is. They wanted the meme, and I get it with the format and all, that he'd do it separately. He's not even one of us, you know? But it's nice to see in the end, you know? The good thing about my career is that since I didn't sell out, I don't just go and... My content is free. I don't offer paid subscriptions or sell anything.
But something just between you and me, there's nothing wrong with it.
To have a subscription...
A paid one, huh?
That's why there's nothing...
Wrong with it. If it's a live stream to interact with the people who follow you the most, if you give them content, there's really nothing wrong with it. The problem is charging people for nothing. Trainings and such. That's when my capitalist side shows, and I say, come on. If we're putting absolutely all our effort into waking people up, people who would be happy to give you a monthly subscription just for you to interact with them one-on-one, which you can't do. I want you to understand that not everything that's a business around social media is something I value. Not at all.